And welcome back, everyone. Mate Sipper here on this beautiful Sunday morning. Let's see what the recipe is for the day. Greetings, it is I, Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish is Maki Roll. If only I'd have waited a few more days, I could have gotten it for free. Oh, what a flavor. It's a shame you already know how to cook it, because you were silly and didn't do what you were supposed to. You should have known better, you stupid, stupid boy. Alright, I'm gonna put the tent kit away. Oh, rip. That's all I can say to that. Oh, wow, we are running out of things to throw in the furnace, aren't we? Well, I guess with that, I am going to water our crops, and then we're gonna head south again and work on catching more fish. So I will see you in a bit. And welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I was on my way out of the house because I forgot a piece of coal. Annoyingly, but you know, just happens occasionally. Occasionally you're doing everything well, and then the next moment you know, you're running outside because you forgot a piece of coal. Alright, so we got exactly 5 corn for the community center, which is pretty neat. I definitely will not. Okay, that needs to go inside because I'm going to cook with that. That can go there. So yeah, I definitely will not complain about that. I'm going to move... I'm going to move this out of here. I don't know why I have that in there. I might carry this on me and eat it later on, but that needs to go inside. Alright, let's get you cooking. As you can see, our beer's already done. So yeah, beer, well, beer cooks really quick. So, there you go. It's by far the best thing you can do with your wheat. The only other thing you can really do with your wheat is, you can grind it up if you get a mill. Or, I mean, I guess you could sell it. If you're really crazy, you can pickle it, but I don't know, like, pickling it just, it doesn't sell for anything. So I'm just kind of like, eh. You know, like... Wait, do we need one? We need a normal one too? Well, alrighty, there you go. Get rid of that. Holy cow. Yeah, we still have to go see the cart. We gotta go and... Man, we are busy. We're flying everywhere today. I don't want to go up there. I want to go over here. Yeah, so... I don't think that there's anything else I'd like to take. Might fry me some eggs for the day. Do I have sashimi recipe unlocked? No, I do not. Okay. I'll make 5 eggs. And, I mean, I guess I could eat the Dorado, but that would be silly. This thing's worth money. Alright, let's head out of here before I make an even bigger fool of myself. So I'm going to leave that there. You might be going, but Mate Sipper, why? Why are you leaving the wheat there? Don't ask too many questions. No, in all seriousness, I'm just leaving it there because I don't know, I just didn't want to harvest it quite yet. So, well, I could buy another fried egg, but not for 1,000, holy crap. I don't think we need any of that. Sunflower, nope. Cloth, ooh. That might be one we need. Artisan? Oh, boy, it is. Oh, speaking of artisan, I need to check that. Make sure I haven't missed out on any of my fruit tree goodies. That stuff's all crap. It's money. Nothing there, nothing there. Yeah, so it looks like... Yeah, I will buy one of these. Wow, I did not realize how much that was. Hopefully we can make that all back. I'm just kidding. What am I talking about? Surely we can make that all back. That's easy to make back, right? There's only $2,000. Quickly checks pocketbook. Realizes that I overdrafted my checkbook. Heading home, watching Mayor Lewis hook a tow winch up to my house and towing it away. Oh, I'm just kidding. Thankfully, we don't pay taxes in this game, so you never have to worry about the mayor foreclosing on your farm and taking everything you own from you. Yeah. Oh man, could you imagine in Stardew Valley with a checkbook or a credit card? Every month or every season, you get a statement in the mail, and if you can't afford to pay it, they show up like in The Sims. Like the repo man kicks down your door and starts vacuuming up all your stuff to sell it. Oh my gosh, man. I love The Sims so much. Just the humor in Sims is great. Holy cow. What is it with me and playing the life simulators? Stardew Valley, The Sims. What the heck, man? You know, another one I like is RimWorld. I love RimWorld. Now, I wouldn't really call that a life sim because as weird as this world's getting and as politically charged as the United States is getting, we don't quite live in a wasteland full of dinosaurs that knock down your door and a bunch of angry pirates that just show up and kidnap half your people. We're not that bad yet. We have a lot of very, very odd political opinions, but at least I don't have to worry about my neighbors kicking my door down to kidnap all my people and sell them into, well, bad conditions. Or doing some of the other things you could do in RimWorld. Like, you know, removing a lung because you need it worse than the person that you're operating on. But anyway, that's not this game. This game is Stardew Valley. The happiest game in the world. Nothing sad here. Nothing sad in this game at all. There's not a character that is struggling with crippling depression that you may or may not have to save his life of later. There might be some parents that pretty much abandoned their kids and took off around the world for who knows how long. There might be a man who may or may not be in a prisoner of war camp right now. No. This game is the happiest game that exists. Oh my gosh. No, this game is great and it's pretty happy, but yeah, but man, does this game slap you hard sometimes. There are some pretty sad stories. And yeah, we are getting to the point that we might start running into more of them. Or not running into more of them, but actually, like, experiencing them, I guess. Because, yeah, there is a character that he, is struggling with some pretty serious depression. And for those of you who have played this game, I'm sure that you're angry at me for gifting them the gift that I gifted them, but I don't know why I didn't go for that chest. That was just stupid. Oh well. Well, in my universe, that character hasn't had his day of reckoning yet, so like, little Farmer Mate here, he doesn't know what's going on. But me, the sipper of the mate, on the outside of the world, of this world looking in, oh boy, am I aware. And man, is this game wonderful, and the emotions it makes you feel. So yeah, I love this game. This game's great. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't sometimes tackle some really difficult issues. There's actually a cutscene that we'll never get to see. Just because I never got the character up to the needed heart requirement. And I don't think that it will show up in year 2. I could be wrong. But yeah, we'll have to see. Because to my knowledge, you can only get it year 1. But it has to do with Sam and Vincent. And it kind of helps you see kind of just childhood innocence and kind of, I don't know, like just the wonder of childhood innocence of the world around him. Because Sam's dad and Vincent's dad, he's not an absent parent. He, either by choice or by required draft, was sent off to military service. And so he's actually in a war right now. The wagon up there doesn't really talk too much about it, but there is a chance that they say, well, of course these are expensive. I'm smuggling them through Gotoro Empire. So why do you think that it's so expensive, or something like that? And so the Gotoro Empire is actually the empire that the nation that you're living in is at war with. So they're kids. So Vincent and Sam's dad is fighting in a war against an empire that is probably pretty close to us, all things considered, because, like, if they're able to use a cart, a pig-drawn cart, to get to and from our place, it kind of shows how close we are to them. But yeah, and so every time that you buy and sell from that cart, not only are you engaging something that's illegal, but you're actually, if you think about it, you're actually benefiting the enemy of the nation that you're in. Because the whole reason that smuggling works is because either, well, I mean, here in the US, there's 2 types of smuggling. There's smuggling of certain substances I don't really want to get into because, well, everyone knows what they are, and they're just not welcome here in the United States for various reasons. Some of them silly, some of them actually good, but regardless. So that's why there's some smuggling that happens. It's, maybe something's illegal. As far as I know, none of the goods that the cart has are illegal in that way. But then there's the other type of smuggling. And that would be smuggling of war goods. So what smuggling of war goods is when an empire goes to war, or when a nation goes to war, depending on the size and scale, or size and scope of the war, certain aspects of the economy cease to exist. So, the most recent one that the United States was engaged in that was to that scale was actually World War II. So it's been a very long time since the nation that I live in has been in a war that has had to disintegrate certain industries in favor of others. But, well, I take that back. The most recent event that caused that actually was the coronavirus plague or outbreak that occurred in 2020. But that really wasn't a war. That was just, a super disease that was tearing through the world. But yeah, and so like here in the United States, a lot of people aren't really aware of this because they don't necessarily follow investment news, I guess. But there were certain companies, certain industries that were completely dissolved, and they were re-outfitted to produce masks because the United States did not have enough masks to meet the demand for both medical professionals and, well, civilians. And when the government was requiring everyone to wear masks in certain states or federally, depending on where, once again, that's all political because the United States is political about everything and has been since its inception. If you don't believe me, look at the Whiskey Rebellion to modern examples such as, well, COVID. We have always been like this here in the U.S., so don't tell me otherwise. But what happened is certain companies that they made airbags for vehicles, they had to refit their equipment to help handle the demand for masks. And the government required that because, well, masks were deemed as, an essential good. They were required to have. And so certain factories were completely rekitted, refitted, and certain employees were completely retrained on how to use certain equipment to help maintain the demand. Well, the same thing happens anytime a war happens. So in World War II, here in the United States, the scope of the draft of both those willing to fight and those who were... Oh my gosh, that chicken is freaking out. But anyway, for those who were either choosing to go and fight or those who were drafted into service, there were certain industries that had to be completely reset up to not produce whatever they were producing and instead produce, well, war goods, bullets, weapons, tanks, whatever it was. And so to do that, the United States not only issued a ration because, well, certain things were considered war goods, such as wheat, which, it doesn't really seem like a war good, but it is, because when you have troops that are very far away, you have to feed them. But not only do you have to feed the troops that are very far away, you have to keep your citizens happy too. Because the strength of an empire is not necessarily deemed by the strength of its military. Like, yeah, it is, but the military structure completely collapses if the civilians all fail to, don't back the war, basically. And so what happened is the United States had to cut down on certain goods, such as diesel for trucks, because, well, ships need diesel, oil and gas for tanks, and it had to completely change a bunch of industries, as well as, well, change the way that we do work here in the US. And so now, because of World War II, women working is a lot more common. But yeah, and so the smuggler, I guess, what they're doing is they're taking goods that we produce here and selling them in an empire that's at war. And then bringing goods that they probably bought there, I don't think that they stole them, over here, and then we're obviously giving them money for it, which is illegal because we're buying and selling war goods. So it's just kind of an unfortunate nature, and it's why war is just a really sad event, and there's no winner or loser. Well, there's no winner in war, everyone's a loser. But with that, sorry for philosophizing with you guys, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. If not, that's fine. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. This has been Mate Sipper. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.